All right, we are finally live. Gosh, that was a mission for me. All right, I'm going to wait for some people to join. So, as you know, for those of you that will be watching this video later on, the replay will be up in the time where the actual replay starts. Will be up in the chat box below, in the comment box, excuse me, or in the description box. So, those of you that will watch the replay for the live, you'll know when it starts. As when we do lives, we just wait for people to join and interact, of course. And then the next question I typically get is, how do I know when you're doing lives and how can I be notified? Well, there's two ways that you can. You just go to, if you're a subscriber, you're going to click the bell and that's how you'll be notified. You'll get an alert when I do lives. And then secondly, actually third, you will be on my email list. I usually typically send them out to my email list as well, depending on the days and if I can. But most of all, follow me on Instagram at Apollonia_Ponti, and that's where I notify you guys when I will be doing lives and sometimes take questions and things like that. All right, now we are getting some people joining. I wanted to do a special live in regards to Valentine's Day and also an announcement for you. I want to know in the chat box where you guys are from, but please tell me if you are from New York. Tell me if you are in New York. Michael, thanks for asking. Michael Chavez asks, are you coming to, chat box is going crazy. Are you coming to Texas for any boot camps in 2020? I am. You're going to go to, you can see my schedule for all my boot camps. Also all the testimonials, anything in there that you would like. I work hand in hand with you guys. These boot camps are really different than a lot of other boot camps that you've probably been to. What I do is I try to do some mindset training with you guys. I also try to do some techniques to show you outside of just day-to-day activity, like outside of just the boot camp, how you can start interacting with women. We talk about attraction, how to approach women the right way, and everything. So Jason, if you're in from New York, are you coming to the boot camp? The boot camp link is here. This is the first time I'm doing a live about this New York boot camp, and we're already 40% sold. So I would really encourage you guys to sign up. I'm going to put here in the chat box where you can buy your boot camp tickets and come. You can also go there and see the schedule. Someone was asking about Texas. I will be in Austin, but it's in September 5th that I will be there. Now, guys, remember too, these boot camps are more than 5 hours of intense work with me. You have me and another coach that is with you hand in hand. I also talk to you about attraction in the woman's mind and also do a lot of breakthrough training. Sometimes I'll do some one-on-one with you guys. I do talk about approach a lot, but I also talk about a lot of like how you can become an effective communicator. A lot of times it's like, how do I be assertive without being aggressive? How do I set boundaries with women moving forward? How can she see me as a quality man besides every other guy? Or what does that even take to be? This is what we talk about in the boot camp. This is what we discuss. There's activities. We do so much together. So what I would do is I would honestly really look at this, guys. I really encourage you, if you are in the New York area, this is a game changer, right? It's going to be in Manhattan. It's in the city for you guys that are asking. If you are in New York, comment New York in the chat box. I want to see you there. Let me know that you bought the ticket. We have our emails open right now, so I can give you a shout out for the people who buy the ticket now. And I can give you a shout out here as I will be able to do so in this live. Now, the boot camp is over 5 hours of intense work with me. Okay, guys? And I want you to be fulfilled. I put in so much time. I put in so much effort to these boot camps. Honestly, it's just me coming to you where I can give you value. It's like one-on-one coaching with me for 5 hours, which is, I mean, it's epic, guys. It really, really is. I can't talk any highly more about it because also too, I'd like to save a lot of what we do in the boot camps for those who do come. So I want you guys to be there. So let's get into Valentine's Day too, because I know a lot of you guys are having questions in regards to Valentine's Day, and we've got to kind of address those. But if you, again, I'm going to talk about this one more time. If you want to change your dating life, if you want to understand women better, if you want to get better at approaching, attraction, codependency, understanding how to be a valuable man, understanding how to set boundaries, how to be assertive, how to be the guy that a lot of women look for, what makes you stick out from all the other guys out there, come to my boot camps, guys. I have plenty of testimonials on here. I have so many testimonials that I don't even put on the page because it's just overwhelming and I'm just don't need it at this point because I'm so fulfilled with doing the work. And if any of you have come to my boot camps, you know. So if you are in New York, buy your tickets here, go to the New York page, buy your tickets here. We will give you a shout out here. I will give you, a shout out on this live. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys and meet you face to face. Let me know if you buy your ticket here in the chat box as well. So let's go into some Valentine's things. Some Valentine's Day questions that I've been seeing and I've come across a lot in regards to this, okay? All right, so guys, like I just want you to understand something. Like I'm not trying to downplay Valentine's Day, but Valentine's Day is not a holiday it's a Hallmark holiday, a lot of us call it, right? Because it was invented by Hallmark. And what we tend to do on Valentine's Day is we go above and beyond to try to prove our love. And I always say this, in relationships, Valentine's Day should not be any day different to try to heal, to try to overcome, to try to make a woman see you or fix something just because of that specific day. The days that every day in a relationship should be like Valentine's Day, not in a way where it's like, oh, the Hollywood movie and facade, but it shouldn't be anything out of the normal, right? So I'm going to give you an example. My fiance and we for the past 4 years, we've never been together on Valentine's Day. And we are okay with that. We don't care because he's traveling. Like for right now, he's doing a huge speech in Togo in South Africa, motivational speech to help people there. That is so much better than spending Valentine's Day together because I'm fulfilled in my relationship. You see what I mean? So I want you guys to understand like the reasoning behind possibly why we exaggerate this day too much in the wrong ways. So a lot of times is like, should I give her a gift when we only went on one date? No, like Valentine's Day is just an ordinary day, like in a relationship to celebrate if you guys are together. Maybe you cook at home and do something special. But if you ever only went on one date, we don't need to say happy Valentine and give her a present. We can say happy Valentine's Day. Hope you're having a great day. But if we only went on one date, then no. I mean, Valentine's Day is just another day for people in relationships to celebrate if they choose to, of course. Okay. Because I can't stress this enough. We put a lot of emphasis and a lot of like pressure on this holiday. And I want to talk about something too. I'm going to take a lot of your questions that I see coming in here. I'll scroll back up, guys, and take some of your questions. But I hear a lot about like no contact in regards to Valentine's Day. And I want to really I just want to mention something in regards to this. A lot of times people are asking me like, Apollonia, do I break no contact on Valentine's Day? Okay, so every situation is different, right? So let's just say you guys were together for 5 years and you're in no contact because you were completely needy. She lost hope in the relationship and you have to change your life in order for her to be back with you. Okay, so I don't necessarily think that you have to break no contact in order to like the only thing this is what I ask you. If you're thinking, do I have to break no contact because it's Valentine's Day? Should I say it? Well, here's the thing. Is it going to make or break your relationship saying happy Valentine's Day? I can guarantee you 90% of you will say it's not going to break the relationship if I don't say happy Valentine's Day, right? She can get mad all she wants. But the thing is like, what is the bigger picture here, right? What is the bigger picture? A birthday can be completely different, right? But when it's Valentine's Day, it's not, what is the reason why you're doing this? What is the reason why you have separated and not contacted your partner for a little bit or somebody that you're attracted to or getting back with or whatever the case may be? What is the bigger picture here? It's not about Valentine's Day, really. It's about getting your probably shit together or having her get her shit together and assuming and hoping, but possibly with the best intention that you guys will get together in the future if one of you cleans the act up, depending on the reason why no contact's happening. So no, not at all. A lot of people ask Apollonia, like, I've been in no contact for 15 days or I haven't been talking to my this girl that I used to date for a couple of days. And now I want to buy her a gift and send it to her. I want to buy her a dozen roses and some chocolates and maybe some shoes, and I'm going to send them to her. And a lot of times we're trying to buy someone's love in order for them to see us, okay, in these holidays. So be really, really careful with this, right? I don't want you guys to think about it like, oh, I have to send this to her. I have to do this for her, or else I'm going to get in trouble, or else I miss my mark. No, you don't miss a mark just because of a holiday. It's literally just another day, guys. And you have to think like, if there's a reason why you're not contacting this person, there's a reason why you're not talking right now to be a better you, then there's no significance around Valentine's Day right now. Valentine's Day is to celebrate with one another when obviously you're in a good place. Yes, it could bring couples together, but always ask like, what is the reason why I would want to break this? Okay? Because it speaks higher volume and stronger when you actually don't reach out during this time, if that is happening to you. Okay? So I'm going to take some of your questions here in the chat box. I'm going to also look here. Guys, I'm going to put the link for the boot camp. So if you are in New York area, the boot camp is February 29th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in downtown Manhattan. I want you to be able to come to these boot camps. They're really, really life-changing, guys. And I want you guys to be there with me. I want to meet you face-to-face too. I can guarantee you're going to get some amazing results throughout these throughout the boot camp in regards to the one that we're having in New York. So if you're in New York, start see what's going on here in the chat box. So if you're in New York, go to that link and let's purchase a ticket. Yes, Brian in New York. All right, guys, let's see here. I'm going to go up in the chat box so I can get some of yours from before. One second. Okay, so JJ Ferrari, you're asking a couple, I see that you've asked a couple times. I'm going to get to your questions in regards to that, but let's give some other people some time to ask some questions, please. But if she said she missed you, it depends on the reason for the breakup. So I think like if she misses you, that's a good thing. If you're in no contact because of the fact that you became too needy and you have to show her something different, sometimes women can have this process where they're like, I'm just going to reach out to him to see if I lost him, right? So sometimes that first initiation of I miss you doesn't always mean something. So take it with a grain of salt and don't just jump in full force to see her again and mend the relationship and blah, blah, blah. So if you are in no contact because of the fact that you were too needy, no, don't respond. But if you're in no contact because of the fact that you messed up or which I don't know why you would be in that particular case, but every situation is different, I would encourage you just to say, I hope you're doing great and be a little bit close-ended and have her come to you a little bit more. Been in no contact for 3 months. Keith Hope asked, been in no contact for 3 months. Ex text Happy New You, but doesn't want me to text her back. Never did respond. What does this mean? She's playing games. Don't talk to her. That's what it means. Hey, I'm a fan from India. Awesome. Thank you so much. When are you coming to Guyana? I hope soon. My best friend actually was born in Guyana. I love you and thank you all for your relationships advice. Thank you, Michael Ray. I appreciate it. Where in New York, Emmanuel? Where in New York? It's going to be in Manhattan, downtown Manhattan area. Once you buy your boot camp ticket, the address is sent to you right away. Michael, how do I set boundaries? That's a great question. I do encourage you to watch a video that I have about how to set boundaries. If we have some time, I'll get back to that and I'll discuss that in a little bit because I want to take some of your guys' questions in regards to this specific holiday as well. Hugh, let's see. I went too far up. Okay. Kevin Kelly asked, Apollonia, I walked away and she pursued me and came back. She invited me to meet up with her in Sacramento on a business trip and spend the night. Should I ask her out on Valentine's Day? No, I think you should ask her out the day after Valentine's Day, Kevin. Excuse me. Definitely do that. I think if you can do that, that will make more of a statement because it's kind of like you are just taking it one step at a time because remember, she walked away at first. So you need to show her that you're also pacing as well. So when we jump into just asking her out on Valentine's Day, it's like we are kind of like putting a little bit of pressure on the situation. So instead be like, hey, would you like to go out on, I don't know, when's Valentine's Day this week, Thursday or something, then Friday, right? So that's what I would suggest for you to do. I hope that helps, Kevin. I can't stop thinking about my ex. Okay, guys. So this is, I want to mention something. Jackson asks, says, I can't stop thinking about my ex. Okay. I want you to understand something about the human mind, right? When we start having obsessive thoughts, meaning we think about them constantly, it's because we are pin focused on a story, that person. So what our mind does is it constantly goes back to what we've been feeding it, right? The dopamine that it gets from thinking of that person, the highs and lows that it gets. Our mind doesn't know what to do. It always will go back to something that we've trained it to do, period. And the way that we stop is we start to have conversations other than escaping your reality. You have to think about, am I looking and thinking about a story that I've made up in my head of a potential, or am I thinking about the reality of the story? And the way that you change your mindset and obsessive thoughts is really by getting a hold of it and understanding that your mind is always going to go back to what you feed it with, what makes it feel good, what makes it, what is a habit for them. And in order for us to change this around, you have to change it around in that moment and think differently. I suggest a lot of times, and it works a lot for my clients, it's cold showers. When you are in a really bad state of mind and you have to show your mind who's the boss, I dare you to get in a cold shower and tell me what happens afterwards. That is literally the icing on the cake to retraining mindsets and continuing to do this, okay? I talk a lot about this in my coaching sessions. I talk a lot about this in my boot camp. Let's go into some more questions here. Oh gosh, let's see. Okay, and the next thing, let's see here. And when I text her, Apollonia, I do push, but I have not done anything wrong. Am I trying to fix it? I mean, if you're pushing, you're trying to fix something, right? So, I mean, we should never push on a relationship to anybody. She's attracted, but not sure if she likes me. She might have some reasons of why. Hi, Mike. Roses are red, violets are blue. Apollonia is back, looking so cute. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Dating for a few weeks now. Things going great. Not in relationship stage yet. How to be charming, romantic, but not go over the top. You know, I think that's a really good question. So Stanzalo asks, dating for a few weeks now. Things going great, not in a relationship stage yet, but how do I be charming, romantic, but not go over the top? I think less is more in this situation, right? So I think maybe like if she's into you a little bit, you know, like you can plan something cute, like a date that you want to do. Maybe you walk in the park, get a coffee and just bring a single rose and say happy Valentine's Day, but don't stay there too long, you know, as far as like on the Valentine's Day subject, but just make it cute and nonchalant. Like it's just like easy breezy, you know? So Chris Pennington says, you answered so many things I needed to hear, especially about when she reacts out and says she misses me. That's what I'd like to hear. But sure enough, I rush back in and she's cold as ice. It's because we're rushing back in, right? I just want you to think of like this, like it's human psychology. Like a lot of people are like, oh, these are games, blah, blah. And it's really not. Like it's human psychology, even you guys. You know, people want what they can't have, or they want something that is of high resources or value. And immediately when I say that, people think money, and it's not the truth. It's the potential of how you carry yourself, right? It's literally how you carry yourself. People only want people that they respect, that they idolize, or that model something that they want in their lives, right? So when we come from chasing, or we come from you rushing back into it, that comes from a lack mentality, comes from a scarcity mentality. So how are we holding ourselves up as far as like, I'm the prize too, even though this woman might be too, but how can we both come together? So instead, we're looking at it as I lack this, or I'm scared of this, so I'm going to overcompensate this so I can convince you to love me. When in general, attraction works when someone respects you and can learn from you, or you have qualities that they see that they can invest in or feel comfortable with, and so on, which I talk about in my boot camps a lot too. So let's go on to the next question. Thanks for that question though, or remark. Okay. How can I assure her not to be scared of me after a police order is over? How can I want her to want me now? She can make contact. Do I wait for you to contact me? I'm not too sure here what's going on there, but I do think if something's happening with the police, you got to get you in check in regards to why that even happened. Um, let's see. Hi, hi, Joseph. Thanks for that. Should I buy a lady that I'm only talking to V-Day gift? We were talking, but stopped talking for a while. We started talking again about a month now. Okay, should I buy a lady that I'm only talking to a V-Day gift? Um, ah, if you buy her a Valentine's Day gift because you stopped talking, I wouldn't really encourage you to buy her too much, right? Like, I think it's just something small, especially if you guys are hanging out. If you're not hanging out that day or don't have any plans to celebrate it together, then no, I don't think that you should buy her or send her a gift. All it is like send her a text message. Hope you're having a wonderful and beautiful Valentine's Day, something like that. If you are planning a date and going out together, just buy her something simple. I always say like a single red rose and say like you picked it out of your garden, happy Valentine's Day. Like literally downplay it, but it's still cute, right? Like the effort is still there. Like you give a girl a single rose and be like, I just picked this out of my garden, but happy Valentine's Day. And you wink, right? That's so much more of like, it's just like, I think that's hilarious, to be honest with you, because you're downplaying it, but you really did it. So it shows confidence that you actually did that as well. Apollonia asked my neighbor for her number. Then I text her and she never replied. What should I do? If she's your neighbor, just wait to talk to her face to face when you see her out. Newly transitioned into a relationship from dating, thinking of getting something meaningful as a gift along with dinner for Valentine's Day. Hopefully not too much. Also, what if she doesn't reciprocate? I know this is tricky because you're newly like dating or whatever, or together. What I would encourage you to do is kind of like look at like what she likes to do, right? So if you're in a relationship with this woman, like let's say she likes yoga, maybe you can give her a gift certificate to some yoga clothing online or a yoga class, right? That both of you can try out or something like that. Do something that she has interest in. Give her something that she's interested in. This is a person that's asking me because they're in a new relationship and spending time together on Valentine's Day, guys. This is not something that I'm just saying do because of that. Okay. How can I get this girl to fall in love when she is scared to love, but still love to play around other guys? Why do you want to get that girl to fall in love with you? I mean, she's not ready to commit to you. If she wants to fool around with other guys, it seems like she's going to like the guy that's not available for her. So don't be available for her. Unfortunately, she seems very mentally immature at this point. Doesn't mean that she's a bad woman at all, but it just means that she's in a different stage of life possibly than you are. We've been in a relationship for 3 months and suddenly she said that she wants to take her time and space. Typically when that happens with women, it's because they know that you're more invested into the relationship, right? And, not all women will do this, right? So I think I have to have a phone call with you probably because I have to actually see like what happened in the relationship. But like for an umbrella answer, what I can give you is she sees that she has more control in the relationship or you're more invested than she is. So it kind of scared her a little bit away. All right, guys, I want you to comment in the chat box. Tell me if you are in New York, if you are living in New York. Boot camp is February 29th. I want you guys there. Here is the link to sign up for the boot camp. I want to give you a shout out, so go ahead and buy your tickets here. Sherwin, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for your advice. This helps on attraction. I've been magnetizing women and continuing to learn from you. Also teaching me choose wisely. Oh, that last line is everything. Also teaching me to choose wisely. Gosh, guys, like I can't emphasize enough. Like, women need to choose wisely just as much as men need to choose wisely, right? I don't feel like people are really emphasizing with men that men need to choose wisely. Like there's an abundance of women out there and you can get abundance of women depending on how you shift your perspective of women in dating. And I'm so happy, Sherwin, that these videos have helped you and my advice and whatever you've probably invested in me with. I appreciate you and I appreciate that comment. Thank you so much. JC, is it better to approach a lady or attract a lady? Hmm. I think it's better to attract a lady. But there is somewhat attraction in an approach, right? So, yeah, I think attracting a lady is better. But approaching a lady can mean sometimes the same thing. Um, so please reply. I asked a girl out directly, but can't go on dates she gave me. So I text her to ask her when she's free next week, but she hasn't replied for a week. Should I call her to ask her out again? I asked a girl out directly, but can't go on dates she gave me. Yeah, I would do that, but just make a joke about it. Like, be nonchalant about it. You can say something like, if she hasn't reached out, or not even really emphasize on it, and just say, hey, I'm available. I know you like blah blah blah. Would you like to go on Saturday, or when are you available sometimes this week? Looks like, be very casual about it. Make a joke about her not reaching out to you a little bit, but not in a way where it's like, oh, I haven't heard from you. Like, what have you been doing? Like, it's nothing like that, guys. Like, you don't want to do that at all. Um, oh, I like this question. Junior asked, don't think I'll have a Valentine's this year. Any ideas for a single guy? Yeah, I have a lot of ideas. Like, literally just have fun with your boys. Or go out with your guy friends and actually work on some approach. Like, go out and with some wingman, have approach women and have some fun meeting women. Valentine's Day is literally just another Hallmark holiday. Like, don't put so much pressure on it either, right? Like, literally Valentine's Day, I don't even know when it is this week. When is it? Like, is it? It's like, let's see, hold on. I don't even know when Valentine's Day is. Isn't that horrible? 14th. So it's on Friday. So, like, just have some fun. Treat it like an ordinary day, and that's it. And maybe you can meet some women. Um, Karthik, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. That's really sweet of your donation. You guys don't have to do that, but I appreciate it so much. I'm going to take a couple more questions. Comment New York in the chat box if you are from New York. I'm in Long Island. Brian, are you coming to my boot camp in New York? I want to meet you. You have to come, guys, because these boot camps are just pretty, I mean, like I said, they're life-changing. I teach you everything about attraction, how to master the mindset of attraction so you can just better your game in your relationship or in your single life. It doesn't matter. It's for all men. If you're in DC, Darius, I really encourage you to come, even though it's a little bit of a drive. You can still come. Me and Natalie will be there giving you guys all the ins and outs of what women want. What do you think of Gotham Method for couples therapy? I have my first session tomorrow. That is a great question. Actually, Gotham Institute, I actually do like a lot. They're one of the relationship methods that I do like. They're more on the side of, actually was going to work with them probably soon this year, but we'll keep that for later. So what I was saying about that is they are really good in regards to healing, effective communication, and really understanding your other partner. So I'm so happy you invested in Gottman, excuse me. I said Gotham, I'm watching too much Batman. Gottman in a method is because the Gottman Institute is a really, really well-known institute. And why I like it is because it was actually developed by a husband and wife, right? So they took their own experiences with couples and they actually were coaching for a very, very, very long time. And they were therapists as well. So they had a lot of clients. And I think the best people in the industry are the people that coach one-on-one for years on end. They were one of them. So yes, Barb, I think that is a great investment. All right, guys, I'm going to take some more questions. I'm in New York. Yes, I'm coming. Yes, Torin, I'm so happy you're coming. Did you buy your ticket? Torin just bought a ticket. I'm from NYC. JC, are you coming to the boot camp here? Torin is coming to the boot camp. Here again is the link to buy your ticket. I'll give you also the direct link for you guys right now. I want to see these come through in my inbox. For those of you, I'm going to take some questions too. Give me 1 second, guys. Also too, if you want to be notified for when I come on live, just follow me here on Instagram. I'm going to put it here so you have it. All right. Hey, I'm proposing to a cougar. Any advice? I love her. No, I mean, you guys know each other. Only advice I can say in regards to that is have a wonderful love life together. I mean, if you're proposing, hopefully, you know she's going to say yes, and you guys have already talked about it. And yeah, I do think that you know, as long as you're happy, you're happy. Okay, so some questions. Get that girl, get that friend zone me, block me everywhere because we settled on being friends and I ended becoming emotionally. Sent her 2 emails, a good bye email, and I'm sorry for coming out hot and heavy email. Oof. You've got to go into no contact for a good 3 months, Nazar, if this is all you did. You're very codependent in this relationship, possibly, and that's what did not go over well. Remember, I want you to think about this. If someone else did what you did to them, how would that make you feel? Why wouldn't you be attracted to them, right? A lot of times we deflect and we go into relationships and we do these things, but yet we don't really look at the bigger picture of what we're doing. So yeah. Apollonia, when are you coming to California? DJ Andres asked. I was already there, guys. I was just in LA for a boot camp not too long ago. I think it was November I came, October, November. I will probably be back in a little bit, maybe this year. I'm trying to hit other states that a lot of people have been asking for. Remember, there's only one of me. And that's why I say, like, that's why I push these boot camps on these lives, guys, is because I don't know the next time that I'm going to come to New York, because it's very hard for me. You know, I'll be honest, it's very hard for me managing business, doing one-on-one coaching, soon to do group coaching, building these products for you guys, doing YouTube videos, traveling for my life, and also doing interviews, traveling to do boot camps too. Like, it's a lot. Like, and that's why I say, like, I push these boot camps, because even if you think you can't afford something right now, literally save up those pennies, because I'm not going to come back to this. It takes me a while to come back to these places. So if you are in New York, I encourage you to buy your boot camp tickets now, because you have to come to these. These are life-changing. You're going to get some life-changing results. And I really get clear with you on a lot of things and how your mindset is. I sit with you one-on-one, and we really talk about your approach with women. We talk about past relationships, maybe your current relationships, how to better that, and things like that. Okay, so I'm going to take a couple more questions. So Chris L asks, what is your opinion on the girl introducing me to her friends as her friend, but we do date stuff, but we never say we are dating. She also texts me all the time. Okay. It seems like you guys haven't really been, I don't know, maybe you have, like, if you guys have been intimate, like you kiss her, you take her hand, you talk to her possibly in regards to like what the both of you want, things like that. Have those topics ever come up? You know what I mean? What I would encourage you to do is next time she introduces you as a friend, be like, whisper in her ear and say something like, wow, I have a really good advantage for just being your friend, especially if you guys have been intimate or have kissed or something. Like, wow, I must get special treatment just being your friend. Like, you call it out, kind of thing, right? Because now you're just positioning yourself. Like, you don't show that it really affects you or bothers you, but you're calling it out and telling her, like, you give me more than just a friend. Let's not bullshit here, kind of thing, you know? This is what it is. It's like really creating that banter, right? Really creating that banter and really just kind of like not caring. That's why I made a video about why results come when you stop caring. All right. When a girl keeps looking at you and when you are around, she doesn't make eye contact. What's that? Me, when I was single. Literally, I would like a guy and I would look at him and I'd be like, oh my God, he's looking at me. Like, I'm so introverted and extroverted all in one hand. It's the craziest thing. It's probably the Gemini in me. But yeah, just keep smiling, get to know her, try to make eye contact and approach her, talk to her, see what's up. Let's see, next question. On the third day of no contact, she asked me to meet up. I told her I was busy that period and I'll text her later on that month. She said, I'll be more busy later on. Do as I haven't told you nothing. On the third day of no contact, she asked me to meet up. I told her I was busy that period. It seems like she's really young, I think. Yeah, I would just continue to have her somewhat work for it. She's going to get a little mad because she's young. This is a young girl. I can tell it. This is that. Next, speak French, please. Oh my gosh. No, I'm embarrassed of my French. ¿Cómo se va? Women want three things. They want, nope, that is not true. They want money, they want a nice car, and they want a cell phone. Brett, I don't know who you're listening to, but it definitely ain't me. Steve Diaz, is dating, oh, yeah, I'm not going to answer that. Okay, so, gosh, we have so many questions coming in. Hi, Apollonia. I asked a girl out and she said she was positive to go out with me, but she told me to wait. She said she wanted to get ready for it and she was going to call. I do not want to look needy. Okay, you're not going to look needy. Let her call. You know what I mean? So that's the way. Shout out to my fellow Geminis. I see you in the comments. That's okay. If she wants to get ready, like let her get ready. So before we go, I just want to make sure some of you have gotten your tickets for the New York boot camp. Go ahead and send me a comment in here to let me know that you have purchased your tickets for the New York boot camp. And I'm really excited to have you guys there. And I want to see you. I want to see you face to face. And I really do want to meet you. So go ahead and purchase your boot camp tickets here. Also too, like if you want some more information, if you want to see the testimonials in regards to the boot camp, I'm going to put that link right here. Put New York in the comments. I want to know where you're from. Even if you're close to New York, I want to see you there. I am coming to Europe, George. I'm coming to Europe in April again. I was just there checking out some sites in regards, some like places to have the boot camps. So we're doing that as well. There's a lot of things that I have in the works, you guys. Like I want to let you know, I was traveling for 2 months. I went to Thailand, Abu Dhabi, and Europe, obviously France. And I spent a lot of time there interviewing different women from different cultures because I think it's so important to get really devoured, I like to say, but really relatable into different cultures as women. And it was really, really helpful. I've done this before, but I also wanted to do it again. And I was so happy to do it. I've met some amazing Thai women, like beautiful. I've had an interview with a woman. She was like a big TV host and singer there. Gosh, she was like drop dead gorgeous. When I saw her, I was like, whoa. I'm like stunned by your beauty. Imagine how men feel. Just started laughing. So, I got to interview her and a lot of other people. Yeah, it was pretty freaking amazing. So I just wanted to say thank you for all of your support. It means the world to me. I will probably be doing some more lives within the next month. I want to try to do one every 2 weeks. There's some new products that will be coming out, so please stay posted on those. I'm doing a huge product in regards to break free of codependency. My group coaching is going to be rolling out soon for the attraction coaching, which is going to be a game changer as well. And then also too, we are going to also bring out the How to Approach product after the codependency one, and that is going to be, it's called How to Approach with Humanity, and I'm really happy about it. Nelson, thank you so much. You're amazing too. And I can't wait to see you guys in New York. So if you are in New York, I'm going to post here again for the boot camps. If you're watching the replay, I want you to come here and I want to meet you face to face. Give me a shout out. You will be notified. It's in Manhattan. Once you buy a ticket, you will be notified of the exact address. For the boot camps, everything will be supplied. All I need you to do is just come ready and prepared. All right, guys. So I see a question. Hey, what should I gift a woman for Valentine's Day? Listen, guys, it's literally, all depends on the relationship. If you are in a relationship, then you can gift your significant other something. But don't just put so much pressure on this, okay, guys? I really don't want you to put pressure on Valentine's Day. Like, don't make this a holiday where it's like, I have to do this. I have to do something, okay? And I want you guys to really, really focus on becoming the man for yourself, not just for a woman, right? I appreciate you guys so much. Love your energy and vibe. Keep it up, the grind. You're the real MVP. I like to think so too. Thank you so much. Good morning. Hi, thank you. All right, guys. I'm so happy you're here. I love you guys. Remember, you're always loved. I always say that. There's a reason behind that, a lot of reasons behind that. And I'm sure some of you know, I've talked about it in my 200,000 subscriber video. Anyways, love you guys. We'll see you guys soon. Sign up for your New York boot camp tickets. That is going to be a game changer. Again, it's in the comment box and the links. And yeah, love you. You guys